That's coming in. Kejriwal versus Delhi Lieutenant Governor turf war at the centre. In fact, moves the Supreme Court seeking larger bench for services row. The matter listed before the five-judge bench, where the AAP government has challenged the Lieutenant Governor's power. And the AAP has said that the centre misuses the Lieutenant Governor's power. So that is the big attack being made by the Aam Admi Party government, where they've challenged the Lieutenant Governor's power. In fact, talking about this turf war, the centre through the Solicitor General of India, Tushar Mehta, files an application in the Supreme Court praying that a larger bench must hear the services matter. At present, the matter is listed before a five-judge constitution bench. Now, in fact, after deciding several issues earlier, now issues for consideration in the fresh rounds pertains to who has the jurisdiction over the civil services, the transfer and posting of bureaucrats, and so on. So, seeking a larger bench for services row. Now, the matters, of course, listed before the five-judge bench. So, talking about this allegation coming out, where the Aam Admi Party has hit out, saying that the centre misuses the Lieutenant Governor's powers. Talking a little bit about the fact that this is a turf war between Arvind Kejriwal versus the Delhi Lieutenant Governor as well. In fact, the AAP government has long accused the centre of using the Lieutenant Governor to control Delhi and obstruct the decisions of the elected government. Now, pertaining to the issue was also pending before a three-judge bench. Now, for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Harish over the phone lines. Harish, good morning. Can you give us more details about the fact that now the Aam Admi Party is clearly hitting out and also alleging that the centre is taking advantage of the Lieutenant Governor's position?
Yes, the latest development in this case is that today the centre has filed through Solicitor General Tushar Mehta an application saying that this issue, this matter, should be heard by a larger bench, or not a five-judge bench, which at present is hearing the matter. A larger 7 or 9 judge bench should hear this matter. After deciding several other contentious issues, now issues for consideration in the fresh round pertains to who has the jurisdiction over the civil services, that is, transfer and posting of the bureaucrats. The fresh round of adjudication was necessitated after a two-judge bench of the Supreme Court, Justice A.K. Sikri and Justice Ashok Bhushan, had delivered a split verdict in this regard on February 14, 2019. Justice Bhushan had ruled that only the centre had jurisdiction over the services, but Justice Sikri ruled that centre only had the power to deal with officials above the rank of joint director, and all lower rank staff and officials came under the government of NCT. So the Aam Admi government has all along, coming to your question, the state government has all along been accusing the centre of using the LG to control Delhi and obstructing the decision of the elected government. So not only this services issue, another issue pertaining to the turf war is also pending before the three-judge bench. This is a petition filed by Kejriwal government challenging the controversial GNCTD bill passed by the parliament in March last year, giving overarching powers over the city's daily functions to the centre-appointed LG. So while these two main issues are pending, number one, as regards who has the jurisdiction over the services, number two, the GNCTD amendments. Now the centre has filed an application saying that the issue should be heard by a larger bench, not the five-judge constitution bench which is hearing the matter now. Either a seven-judge bench or a nine-judge bench should hear the matter. Back to you.
Right, Harish. Also, if we talk about the controversial GNCTD bill, where the Delhi government always, was against this particular matter and moved the Supreme Court earlier as well. If you could talk to us about that on that front.
Yes, in fact, the Kejriwal government has said that the Modi government had used the brute power of the parliament to pass this bill, which gave overarching powers to the governor on the day-to-day affairs of the government. And in fact, when the Constitution, there are several judgments of the Supreme Court which said that the LG had powers only over the land police and public order, and not every day-to-day affairs of the state government, but the governor is interfering in the day-to-day affairs of the government, which is not permissible under the constitution, and also it's a violation of several judgments of the Supreme Court. And this because these amendments makes governor the supreme ruler of Delhi, ignoring the fact that there is an elected government led by the chief minister, and the governor can only act as per the aid and advice of the state cabinet, and also should hear the chief minister. So these were the points contented in the petition filed by Kejriwal government challenging the GNCTD Amendments Act, as per which the governor has been given overarching powers in the administration of Delhi, ignoring the elected state government comprising of the chief minister and the cabinet. Back to you.
Right, Harish, I appreciate you joining us on the broadcast and getting us those latest inputs where the centers, of course, move the Supreme Court. We'll continue to track that story, but moving on to other news that we're tracking at the moment. Now, BJ